Unforgettable Interruptions by Dave Allen. Do you remember the first time you met that special person in your life? Was it love at first sight? Or did it take just a little bit of coaxing? Was anything unforgettable said? Toastmasters and friends, it was Thursday morning, April 23rd, 1987, at a North Carolina conference in the New Bern Sheridan restaurant. I met the brightest, most beautiful girl in the world. Who knew the hostess would play Cupid? She walked up to us, assumed we were together, and said, "Two for breakfast?" I turned to this goddess next to me and started to ask, "Would you like to?" But the hostess interrupted me and said, "Follow me." The smell of fresh coffee permeated the air. Hotel music reverberated in my ears. Wait, turns out that was just the beating of my heart. Cha-boom, cha-boom. All I could think of was, breathe, Dave, just breathe. We exchanged names. "Hi, I'm Dave." She said, "Nice to meet you. I'm Hope." Throughout my entire meal, I tried to be my best self, a good listener, stay on topic, and always keep my answers between 1 and 2 minutes. Apparently, my Toastmasters table topics training was really paying off. Thinking Casanova's got nothing on me. Halfway through the meal, Hope interrupts. "Now, what's your name again?" That was unforgettable and a bit deflating. Felt myself crash and burn. Thanks to a little blind faith and a touch of courage, I answered destiny's call to pure love. Exactly 1 year later to the day we met, we got married. Glad it landed on a Saturday. 25 years later, in 2013, interruptions struck again. Only this time it was war. I traveled west from Afghanistan, and Hope flew east from Raleigh to celebrate our silver anniversary in Italy. It was unforgettable. And that's all I have to say about that. When I returned from overseas, I faced every soldier's homecoming nightmare. Hope was beginning to leave me. The truth is, she was leaving everyone, especially herself. She was literally checking out. It's what I now call the long, long goodbye. Sure didn't see that interruption coming. You see, my wife has mid-stage dementia. The connections in her brain are separating, as if a giant eraser was in her head. Do you hear what I'm saying? The love of my life was disappearing right before my eyes, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. Hope interrupts. "Are we married? I'm living with you, right?" The National Institute of Mental Health claims that 1 in 5 Americans suffer a mental illness, and 6 million experience some form of dementia, ranging from mild cognitive impairment to Alzheimer's. The disease is incurable and mercilessly erases every memory of our experiences, slowly, painfully, bit by bit. And memories make us who we are. They're tied to every single function of life, from speaking to hearing to breathing, even to forming relationships. Caregivers like me stay exhausted, lonely, helpless, and frustrated. Do you know what hurts the most? We can't even share memories together anymore. I have to catch myself anytime I start to say, "Hope, remember when?" But every now and then, the Hope I once knew shines through like the noonday sun. Hope interrupts. "I'm scared. What happens when I can't remember anything anymore?" My response, "I'll be here." If you'd been a fly on the wall that morning in my study, you would have heard exactly what I did. Silence. Never a good sign in our house. I went upstairs. Hope, where are you? Looking outside, I noticed the car was missing. I began to panic, like when you can't find your car in a Walmart parking lot. For no apparent reason, Hope had taken off by herself. Before long, EMS called me. Thank God no one was hurt. She had traveled about 2 miles from the house and pulled into someone's driveway, confused, lost, and oblivious to what she'd done. Since then, our home is locked tighter than Fort Knox. Later that night, Hope interrupts. What's your name? I think I know you. I know the moment will come when she'll forget everything, even me. Hope seems to be sailing into deep darkness. Over lunch at our daughter's recently, Hope interrupts. Now, who are your parents? Then back at home, looking at our wedding photos on the wall, Hope interrupts. Who are these people? Probably previous owners of the house, right? Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever wondered why we try so hard to keep people together when we know deep down they're broken beyond repair? I'll tell you why. After 7 years of living in Hope's chaotic world, there's only one reason we try so hard. We can't abandon those we love. It's that simple. All I know is that I love Hope with all my heart, and that's enough. Yes, I know, I'm not the only one in pain. Your pain is just as real. It's said that suffering does not destroy faith. It defines it. We ask God to grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change. Accepting our powerlessness is tough, and it's especially brutal when it comes to protecting our loved ones. But I say those are the times you have to take a deep breath, trust in God, and embrace your unforgettable interruptions. After all, those memories help make you who you are. Toastmasters.